Welcome, Moonflowers, to my garden. I'm excited to have you, excited to learn and go through this mystery with you. Come in, relax. I've tried to make it comfortable for you. I've tried to make it inviting. Vibrations are raised, the garden of crystals. Yes, come in. Stop the video, go make yourself some tea, grab a glass of wine, put your robe on, your fluffy slippers, go sit outside on the back porch, wherever you feel comfortable. And come in, we're going to have a talk to uplift our spirits. Come one, come all. Welcome, Moonflowers. Let's get into it. Get it? Into it? Let's get into it. Anywho. So the Divine Feminine, we're talking about the Divine Feminine to keep my message moving forward. I love how this beam of light is just so strong coming up in the screen, two of them, almost like a beacon, like a lighthouse. So here we are, 2020, stuff's happening, and the word on the curve is the Divine Feminine is back. So I did a group of four videos, about the Divine Feminine and what does that mean when the Divine Feminine is back? How does that show up in our world? What is that supposed to mean to you, me, and the other, or to the gentleman? What is that supposed to mean? What that means is that your Divine Feminine, your innate inner abilities, your gifts, your intuition, your powers that be, the special gifts that you were given and insights are awakening. What we see in the outer world is a reflection of what's happened in the inner world. The suppression of our gifts and our abilities, our connection, not only to our cosmic brothers and sisters, but to each other, to ourselves, most importantly, the power that we be. And so the video that I did was really, it was one of my favorite adventures, and it was a great way to start off this channel. But the one thing that, like I said, I learned is that the Divine Feminine is awakening within us to balance out what we're seeing being played out in our outward world, microcosm, macrocosm, inner as within, so without. So we must allow these and not allow the gravity and intensity of our own powers hold us back. Put us in a mode where we are not accepting of what we know of ourselves. I'm gonna touch on that in another video. I don't want to get too far off because this might be 2 videos. I want to really get into it. So what does that mean? That means synchronicities. That means you following your intuition talking to you in ways it's never talked to you before. Dreams. If you're already in touch and in tune, you might find that your abilities heighten. It's like a quickening. And there's messages and gifts for us in the new moon and the full moon, which is why I want to do this video, Moonflowers. Because we are going to plant our moon garden. Yes, we are. And we're going to do it together. We're going to manifest and we're going to become magicians together. Welcome. Welcome, welcome. Leave your troubles at the door. Let's find answers. Let's find solutions. Let's lighten your load and raise your vibration. I'm drinking some tea, some nettles, a little bit of raw honey. Oh, it's so good. All right, so our gifts, our inability, are those things inside you that you've always known, those weird, uncanny events, those things that make you go, That's what's been asleep. That's what's been suppressed in us. And this soil of the new moon is a great place to plant some seeds and see what happens on the full moon. So the divine feminine is waking up in us. That's what the return of the divine feminine means. Our inner abilities. You can't access the law of attraction if you don't have access to your inner abilities, your feelings, your Jedi powers, if you will. So, the divine is Grandmother Moon, the divine feminine. Here, those that have walked the path and have created a library of shortcuts for you to download. Our ancestors want to give us the guidebook, the cheat sheet, their notebook to life. Here we go. Ancestors, Lakota tribe and Grandmother Moon. Ancient ancestors to make this path that we walk easier, and we're not accessing that information. And so again, I repeat, it's time to access the information that is available to us to lighten our load and make our lives easier. So the new moon is what the divine feminine, I'm getting, it wants us to use the new moon to plant a garden, that new moon soil. So we're going to plant a beautiful garden, and we're going to put the things that we want. Don't hold back either, go for what you dream big, and plant some seeds and see what happens. In this soil of the new moon is like bathed in, I want to say, okay, let me back that up. A reading I did earlier, I want to say to the water signs, Orion, which is a water energy, the Orion Stargate, as I'm saying water. Water and fire signs, Aries, Leo, Sagittarius, Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio. You guys are really anchoring, the evolution, primal flower essence, number 6. You're really anchoring the energies that are coming in of change and transformation, and leaving behind what no longer serves us and moving forward. And I want to give you props and infinite gratitude for, the seeds that you all are planting and watering, those seeds and manifesting. And so that's why we're going to do a moon garden. We're going to plant the seeds of the things that we want in the new moon soil, which is so rich and so ancient and full of knowledge and wisdom and beautiful mystery and divine intelligent magic that mixed with the moonlight will make those seeds grow. Self-discovery. Number 10, completion. We're about to complete a cycle of self-discovery. Discover a part of ourselves that we all know has been there, and we've denied it, and we've, choked it back, or been so freaked out we can't deal with what we know. We just experience our own instinct. We questioning ourselves because we've been raised in a society where we've been spiritually cut off from each other. Orion Stargate again, spiritually cut off. Anywho, and we're asking for something more, and we're fighting. As I had a conversation with a friend today, we're fighting. We want this change in this better world, but we're not allowing the divine feminine to awaken with us, our intuition. And we, in that 2 of Swords, 5 of Swords energy of stuck between a rock and a hard place, don't know which instrument to use to make a decision. You're not using your heart, trying, not being able to see the way forward, being stuck, stagnant, chaos, frustration, hollow victories. This energy is because we're not allowing our gifts to awaken. We're not acknowledging them. And I had someone, as you'll find as you come into my garden and we grow together, someone had woke me up to my gifts and abilities. And what I thought was a curse was actually a gift in disguise. And that's, I think it's crucial that we understand that. So in that spirit, that's what we're trying to overcome. We're trying to overcome, and awaken the abilities, and so we can start to know and believe. And again, it's divine guidance comes through intuition. It comes through that part of ourself, that feeling part of ourself being awake and aware and taking in the information, the light codes, the energy, the experiences, the guidance, all of it as it comes. These are great times, and they're times to embrace. And so we're going to find, we're going to play a law of attraction trick, and it's pretty easy, real quick. We're going to set in our mind, I'm going to say 3 things. Tomorrow, I would like to come across a blue button, a red marble, or a coin with the number 3 on it. Blue button, red marble, any coin with the number 3 on it. Anywhere, any coin. As long as it has a number 3 on it somewhere. And let's see if we manifest this. But we're going to plant seeds, and we're going to use the full moon energy every time we see the moon. And we're going to get some further guidance from the cards. Every time we see the moon, we're going to think of that garden that we planted with that soil, that magic soil, that special soil, that soil that makes things grow with a quickening, because that's what we are looking for, my friends. The quickening. And as the moon grows full, if you can take a moment, every time you check on your garden whenever you want, right? But specifically when you see the moon, think of your garden and watering it and nurturing it and seeing it become verdant and full. And as the moon becomes, fuller, your garden is growing faster. Every time you check on it, you can't believe it. Like, use your imagination, and see what manifests in your world. And as the moon gets full, again, like when you see the moon and you're out in the moonlight, turn your palms to the moon and accept moon energy. Allow the moon in. Allow the divine feminine to wake yourself up. And on that note, let's get a vibration. Silver wolf, divine feminine, instinct, community, third eye chakra, knowing what direction to go, our intuition. So we won't know the way forward unless we use divine intelligence and inspiration, and we can't allow divine inspiration and divine intelligence can't come in if we're not awake and open and in tune and feeling. We can't manifest things through the law of attraction if we're not in touch with our feelings and our intuition. That's where we're going, friends. That's why this garden is open. So let's get a message, a vibrational message to open the reading for planting this new garden. Planting the things you want, the car, the job, the house, where you want to live, how you see the dynamic of your life, what you want to do to make money, if anything. You know, your creativity, your art, like all the things you want to manifest on earth. You're going to put these in little seed pods, and you're going to close them up, and you're going to plant them deep in that luscious, dark soil, right? Oh, look at that. Isn't that beautiful where I want to stop? Moonflowers. Moonflower energy. That mysterious growth. That growth from inside. That inner wisdom, that inner knowledge, that inner sight. And we have, again, the moonflower is 26. 8 energy. Strength in the tarot. We also have, again, primal essence, primal flower essence. Your ability to grow, your ability to find the light and grow and evolve. Your divine gifts. And then, of course, we have the 3, unity. These mandalas are meant to raise your vibration. I just want you to get a little bit of the imagery, the sacred geometry, the messages and the imagery, but unity, primal flower essence, and moonflower is here. Wow. And this was the moonflower reading. That's what I wanted to do, growing your moonflowers, flowers, things that grow in the moonlight, that grow in the Magi nation and come out, manifest in the outward world under the sun. What do you want to do? Where do you want to go? What would bring you joy and happiness and bliss and contentment for a while? Till you're ready to grow again, that is. Moonflowers. I'm so happy this came out as the underlying energy. So since I have dubbed this reading Moonflower and the Moonflower has come out, let's read a little bit about the energy of the Moonflower. I envisioned this coming out and being part of the energy tonight, and I'm so glad that it did. It's powerful times. Catch the wave of change and energy and the frequency and ride it and out to your highest good to manifest amazingness, you know, for yourself. What's underneath Moonflower? Self-love. Awakening your gifts is the highest self-love. Awakening to your real self. You can't get, you know, higher than that for your highest good at this stage in the game. Moonflower is excelling under pressure, stepping out of the darkness, and unexpected awakening. Welcome. Ascensioneers, moonflowers, starseeds, empaths, light workers, truth seekers, unawakened starseeds, all of you starseeds. It's time to fertilize our garden. The owl within this mandala is a starlight being. It's funny, I've been calling, because I called in another reading, I called the sun star, the star card, and there was already a star card, but it's because I called the sun a star, and so, because it is starlight, and it's the brightest star in our sky, and any hoots, so, again, another affirmation. The owl within this mandala is a starlight being who appears to those longing to understand and utilize their gifts at a deeper level. This owl calls out to the moonflower to remind you of the light you radiate within the darkness. To remind you of the light that you radiate within the darkness. It's when moonflower energy and this darkness that we feel is upon us and that we're experiencing. Remember your light. Remember your strength. Remember your abilities. The moonflower is a beautiful flower whose white petals glow in the dark. It can only be seen in full bloom at night and represents those that shine brightest in darkness. This mandala comes as a reminder that you are a beacon of light amongst the darkness. Didn't I say this looked like a beacon of light? The energy in here. It can only be seen in full bloom at night and represents those that shine brightest in darkness. This mandala comes as a reminder that you are a beacon of light amongst the darkness, a darkness that is only seeking to be loved. There's a saying, something like, stars can only be seen when it's dark, or still you can only see starlight when it's dark outside. That's what I think of. This mandala also speaks of the transition you are currently experiencing. You will soon come to understand and receive insight as to the divine majesty that lies within this change. You are opening to a deeper level of yourself. From its depths, the night sky is anchoring within you, and you will feel this connection deep within your being. As your worldly foundations integrate with this energy, the connection to your higher aspects expand and your mind's eye awakens. Your third eye visions are heightening. It is safe for you to experience the visions, feelings, and knowings that accompanies your new altitude. The world is a great time. The world is in a great time whereby the mind's eye is framing a new perspective on creation, blending and uniting higher sight with the window of one's heart. As you begin to live through your new vision, you will create a world that you have only dreamt of thus far. Rejoice in your new outlook. Trust in the guidance you are receiving. And allow the beauty of the night to be a guiding light within you. We're going to work that moon energy. Key elements: violet ray, third eye chakra, air, wisdom, remembering, awakening, star being, she of the night, elevation, insight, visions, realized, thus created, and the seer. So here we are, another magical event where it's time for us to, Star Child is under that. Primal Flower Essence. I'm not going to read all of Primal Flower Essence or Unity, but I do want to read the 3 attributes. Primal Flower Essence, the next step, real world application, service to others. Integration, this real world application, Hierophant energy. It's time for us to stop watching movies about people with abilities and gifts. Art imitates life, and life imitates art. And unity, number 20. Unity, number 20. Attributes of unity: harmony, objective reasoning, release expectations. Violet ray, crown chakra, throat chakra, heart chakra, air, balance, harmony, projection, awareness, peace of mind, and head. So this, get the key elements of the, we had 24 minutes. Silver and golden rays, crown chakra, air, wisdom, service, harvest, action, teaching. Wow. It's funny, this candle that I got was the last green candle, and it's like a fall green, and it says harvest is the color, harvest green. And that's the new moon in Virgo that we're talking about, is about harvesting. It's about goddess energy. It's about earth. So yeah, it's time to come together in this next step and realize our power and our, remember and awake and allow this energy of the moon to, like, you know, help us grow. So there are gifts in the new moon and the full moon. So we're going to culminate this garden, and maybe even keep a journal, and we're going to see what happens. I'm excited. So this is the energy that we're going to go into the reading with, which I'm going to do part 2 for sure, because you know me, I don't like to mince it up. I like to mince it up. I guess that's what I'm trying to say. I'm so excited to see. I'm so excited to see what's going to come out. All right. My moonflowers. You ready? Fasten your seatbelts. We're going to have so much fun. Oh, I'm excited. All right. I'll see you. Round 2.